in spite of my best efforts to get the best sound out of the GoPro, it's still not where I want it to be. So I really had to tone down the sound quite a bit so that the whistling does not hurt your ears. Either way, I hope that doesn't deter from the beautiful sights of this great ride from Daisetta to Port Arthur. I had my radio system going on my fairing, so I had to kill the sound right here just to make sure my video does not get flagged for copyright. I don't want to sound like a broken record on every single video that I do, because I don't want to be talking about the same things over and over and over again. I love these country rides here, and I know I've talked about riding through a construction zone all the time. So if you haven't seen my previous videos on what to do or how to best navigate construction zones, refer to my previous videos. However, up here is a turnoff to FM Highway 2830, which would take us directly to Liberty, Texas. And even though we're not going to go that way today, the Texas State Historical Association still has a lot of information about the small town of Liberty, Texas. Liberty, the county seat of Liberty County, is on State Highway 146 and US Highway 90 in the south central part of the county. The site is in a major oil and gas production area served by Southern Pacific Railroad. Liberty once stood at the head of navigation on the Trinity River. The town was founded near the sites of a Spanish settlement called Atascocito, established in 1756, and Champ de Isle, a French colony established in 1818. The area was first occupied by American squatters as early as 1818, when it was still under Spanish law. Settlers along the Atascocito Road, which crossed the Trinity 3 miles to the north, petitioned unsuccessfully to be included in Stephen F. Austin's colony. Subsequently, under Mexican law, Land Commissioner Jose Francisco Madero established an office in the settlement, and on May 5, 1831, granted 36 land titles there, thus forming a new municipality, Villa de Santísima Trinidad de Libertad. Hugh B. Johnson was made alcalde. In this Anglo-American colonization period, according to some sources, the town shortened its name to Liberty, after Liberty, Mississippi, whence many of the early settlers have come. Anahuac military commander John Davis Bradburn attempted to dissolve the Ayuntamiento in Liberty on December 10, 1831, but the municipality survived. It was represented at the consultation in 1835 and granted a post office in 1836. Throughout the period, Liberty served as a shipping point for plantations along the Trinity, for lumber operations, and for a variety of shipments from farmers. Sam Houston practiced law in the community from the 1830s to the 1850s. He maintained 2 plantation homes in Liberty County until his death. In the Texas Revolution, Andrew Briscoe's Liberty Volunteers, organized in 1835, fought at the siege of Bexar at the Battle of Concepcion, and it was to Liberty in February 1836 that one of William Barrett Travis's letters requesting reinforcements at the Alamo was delivered by Joseph Dunman. After San Jacinto, captured Mexican officers were held for a time in Liberty at William Hardin's homestead, afterwards known as Mexican Hill. There the prisoners received kind treatment from Harriet Payne, a slave of Hardin's who lived to be nearly 100 and contributed to the area's history and folklore. Liberty became the county seat and was incorporated in 1837. At that time, the town was a trade center for surrounding plantations. The arrival of Creole immigrant families in 1845 increased the area population, but by 1840, only 10 or 12 houses stood at the town site. James Taylor White furnished most of the beef for Jones and Company, an English beef packing business located at Liberty Landing. A trading post and warehouse served local residents. The town functioned as an important port, with steamship transportation of passengers, trade, and mail to and from Galveston, and with access to stage routes and ferry service across the Trinity. A school was founded in 1838. The population numbered 200 in 1845. The town cemetery was marked off in 1848. In the 1850s, as the community expanded, additional industry developed around its grist mills, cattle shipping docks, and 2 sawmills. The Liberty Gazette was published as early as 1855. In that year, the local Methodist congregation had more black members than whites. In 1858, of the population of 651, 189 were black. The Liberty Female Seminary and Male and Female School opened in 1858, and an Ursuline Convent Academy for Girls in 1859. Liberty expanded as a shipping point when the Texas and New Orleans Railroad reached it in 1858, and in 1860 a market house was under construction at the site of the future Sam Houston Elementary School. The Liberty Invincibles were organized in 1861 for duty in the Civil War, and military leaders enlisted additional men for the community. The railroad suspended operations, but had resumed in 1875. The schools closed briefly during Reconstruction. Residents cooperated with the Freedmen's Bureau and organized no local Ku Klux Klan, though segregation perdured. Smallpox and yellow fever epidemics in 1866 and 1867 slowed recovery, and the population dropped to 497 in 1880, when the town reported 4 churches, 3 schools, and a hotel. Liberty was divided into 3 wards in 1883. The Liberty Observer was first published in 1870, the Star State was first published in 1875, and the Vindicator in 1887. By 1900, the town comprised roughly 70 houses, many of which stood alone on their respective city blocks. Livestock roamed the streets legally. Many local houses were owned by or rented to African Americans. The East Texas Bee was first published at Liberty in 1902. The Liberty Daily Courier, Progressive Outlook, and Liberty County News followed. Oil discoveries in 1903 at the Batson Old Oil Field in neighboring Hardin County made Liberty, the nearest train stop, a boomtown. 3 cotton gins, a grist mill, and a cigar factory were operating there around 1910. By 1907, the Trinity Valley and Northern Railroad Company, built for use of the Dayton Lumber Company, served Dayton, located on the west side of the Trinity River and originally known as West Liberty. A major boost in the population came in 1925 with the development of the South Liberty oil field. The area's leading crop in the 1920s was cotton. Efforts to make the Trinity navigable for steamers continued from 1852 to 1940, when 236 miles of waterway had been completed and Liberty served as an inland port with barge connections to the Houston Ship Channel. The population rose steadily from 1865 in the year 1900 to 3,087 in 1940. During World War II, a camp for German prisoners of war operated at the Liberty Fairgrounds. The county fair, first held in 1909, moved to its Wallaceville Road grounds in 1930, and with the support of Chambers County, became the Trinity Valley Exposition in 1939. Highway 146, which provides a route from East Texas to Baytown and the Texas City Galveston area, was completed in 1950. In that year, a veneer mill, a cannery, a commercial printing plant, and an ice plant contributed to the economy, and a local farmer grew orchards. The population rose to 4,161 in 1950, 5,591 in 1970, and 7,733 in 1990, when the town had 213 businesses. By 2000, there were 8,033 residents and 526 businesses. In the 1960s, the Central International Corporation air milled ingredients for insecticides, and in the 1970s, the offices of 70 oil firms were located in the city. The Sam Houston Regional Library and Research Center opened in 1977, and the Geraldine D. Humphreys Cultural Center was opened from 1969 to 1984. The nearby home of Governor M. Price Daniel Sr., built in 1984, is based on the original plans for the governor's mansion in Austin. will say there is one clear advantage to riding an interstate highway with the sun at your back. You do not have to tend with the glare that could be in your face. Instead, it's at your back. So obviously that's a major safety plus for anyone who rides on the interstate highway system. No matter if it's a bike or a truck or a pickup or a semi, you have the sun in your back. Visibility is just that much better. So take full advantage of it. As I have stated in my previous videos, Texas 73 has gone over a major renovation and pavement, which in no doubt is in conjunction with the 6973 Interchange construction project about 20 miles down the road. I love seeing the brand spanking new pavement and how smooth and beautiful it looks. But as always, there's always the risk for bleeding tar or any other elements on this new pavement. So as always, enjoy the new roads, but always keep your guard up. At this point in the video, I see up ahead that the left lane is closed off because of construction, and I knew that I was in a very uneven lane. So as you see right there, going from a higher lane to a lower lane is always tricky and dangerous. So I always get nervous when I go from one pavement to another, especially when they are uneven. And everyone has a right to be nervous, especially if you're on two wheels, because you never know what's going to happen or what's going to trip you up. So my best advice to you is, once you do find the right time to go from a higher lane to a lower lane, go cautiously. Be very careful. Do not take it to extreme levels. Be as cautious and as safe as you possibly can, because you never know what might happen. Always tread uneven lanes with the utmost caution. Another big plus is making sure that you have plenty of tread on your tires, so that way they can grip the road no matter what may happen. And fortunately, my tires are very fresh, so they're able to still grip the road no matter what terrain we were on. Even with winter not too far away, there's still some bugs out there, and as you can tell, my camera just got polluted with one mosquito. Oh, there's going to be more to come as well, because it's always Mosquito Row, so get ready to get bugged out even more than this. Victim number 2 has just arrived. And no, we're not done. More bugs to come. And last but not least, our third big bug has just arrived on camera. Southeast Texas, where mosquitoes never sleep. They just keep on coming at you when you don't want them. Please protect yourself against all mosquitoes. You never know what they're carrying. Whatever kind of repellent you gotta use, or whatever protection you gotta use to protect yourself from the bugs, do what you gotta do, because again, you'll never know what kind of crap they're carrying. As I mentioned in the previous video, the Highway 69, Highway 73 Interchange project is one of the bigger undertakings in Southeast Texas road construction. And I am very delighted to see that one of the cyclone legs is starting to take shape on the north side of the interchange. So even though it is nowhere near done, the fact we are seeing visible, stable progress on this interchange project is very cool to see. So keep up the hard work, gentlemen. So I truly hope, in spite of the bugs and the annoying sounds, I truly hope you enjoyed seeing this ride, and I hope you enjoyed riding along. As always, we'll always keep a lookout on these Texas highways and how Southeast Texas is impacted by everything that goes on here. And in future rides, I will keep on delving into a certain topic of history and how it affected the whole Southeast Texas region. In the meantime, thank you for riding and thank you for subscribing. This is SFAPowerhouse signing off. But as always, take care, God bless, and like life, enjoy the ride.